Welcome to this explainer. I'm so glad you're joining us today because we're jumping right into a massive, rapid shift happening right now in how we interact with the digital world. For decades, the internet has been this place where we share info, but our actual digital lives and the wealth created online, well, they've been firmly controlled by a few giant tech companies and traditional banks. But today, that is completely changing. We're moving headfirst into the blockchain age, and with it comes an entirely new set of rights, responsibilities, and some truly incredible opportunities.
But before we get into the tech of it all, I want to ask you a really serious question. Do you really own your digital life? I mean, think about it for a second. What would happen if a bank just decided to freeze your account today? Or what if a major social media platform suddenly deleted your profile? Poof, gone. You'd instantly lose your followers, your digital history, maybe even your primary source of income. You'd realize super quickly that you don't actually own your online presence. You're literally just borrowing it.
Okay, let's break this down using a real estate analogy to really ground the concept. Think of the old internet, what we call Web 2, like renting a house. The tech giants, they're your landlords. They make all the rules, they profit off your data, and they can absolutely evict you at any time. Now contrast that with Web 3, the new internet powered by blockchain. This is like actually owning the land. You control the property, you can build on it freely, and absolutely no single company can step in and take it away from you. You're moving from being a renter to being a true, full-fledged digital owner. So here's our roadmap for untangling this massive shift. We're looking at from renters to owners, verification instead of trust, owning your digital identity, Web3 global wealth opportunities, the price of freedom, and finally, building your digital future.
Section 1. From renters to owners. You know, being a digital citizen used to just mean, what? Polite online behavior? Not spreading fake news? Well, now it means shifting entirely from being a passive user to an active digital owner. It's a stark contrast. In the old internet, platforms own your data. Your accounts can be banned without warning. And if you want to monetize your content, you need their permission, and you better believe they're taking a cut. But in Web 3, you own your digital identity outright. Your access is permanent and secure. And you can earn and invest without any artificial barriers or gatekeepers telling you no.
Section 2. Verification instead of trust.
So how is this actually possible on a technical level? Well, traditional systems require you to just blindly trust a central authority, like a bank, right? Blockchain, however, relies on mathematical verification. It's like an unchangeable, globally shared digital notebook. Here's the four-step process. Step 1, a transaction happens. Say you send some digital money. Step 2, a network of literally thousands of computers checks it to make sure it's real and you actually have the funds. Step 3, once verified, the transaction is permanently recorded into a digital block. And Step 4, that block joins the previous ones, forming an unbreakable chain, hence the blockchain. Nobody can secretly go back and erase or change past entries.
What's really fascinating here is how we use that chain to automate our rights. Enter the smart contract. This is essentially a digital agreement programmed directly into the blockchain. It automatically releases payments or manages ownership the exact second conditions are met. No lawyers, no banks, no middleman to slow things down or take a cut of the deal. The system just enforces the rules on its own, putting you in direct control of your transactions. It's a real game changer.
Section 3. Owning your digital identity. In Web 3, you're no longer relying on the tech giants for your login or your reputation. You are completely self-sovereign. And the tool that makes this all happen? It's the Web3 wallet. Now, despite the name, it's not just a place to hold crypto. Think of your Web3 wallet as your universal digital passport, your bank account, and your social identity, all rolled into one. When you go to a Web3 platform, you don't type in an email and a password that lives on their servers. You simply connect your wallet. You bring your identity with you, and when you leave, you take it right back.
To put this into perspective, let's look at how this affects real people. Imagine a young freelance designer working in Lagos, Nigeria. In the old web, they might struggle with huge international bank delays, crazy high fees, or the constant threat of a platform just arbitrarily shutting down their account and erasing years of 5-star reviews. But with a Web3 wallet, they bypass those traditional gatekeepers completely. They receive global payments instantly, and their positive work history is recorded on-chain. That reputation is unerasable. They can literally take it anywhere in the world.
Section 4. Web3 Global Wealth Opportunities.
Because once you remove those borders and those middlemen, you unlock entirely new, massive economies for everyday internet users. We've got creator economies, where artists can sell digital art or music as NFTs directly to their fans, keeping all the royalties. There's borderless freelancing, which means instant global payments without waiting for bank approvals. Digital entrepreneurship lets you start DAOs, which are essentially internet-native businesses run by community voting instead of a single CEO. You can dive into digital asset investing, or even play-to-earn gaming, where the items you earn in a video game actually have real-world tradable value. Everyday people can now build wealth on a global scale.
Section 5. The price of freedom.
Now, I do have to give you a pretty firm warning here. In a system with absolute freedom and zero central authority, extreme personal responsibility is your absolute only safety net. Because you are your own bank, you are entirely responsible for your security. And that all comes down to your seed phrase. When you create a Web3 wallet, you get a series of words. This seed phrase is the master key to your digital house, your bank vault, and your safe all combined. There is no customer support hotline to call if you forget it. If you lose this phrase, you lose your assets forever. And if someone else gets their hands on it, they can take everything and absolutely no one can reverse it.
So you have to be vigilant, because the dark forest of Web3 is definitely full of traps. Scammers know there are no fraud departments to stop them. Watch out for phishing attacks with fake websites designed to steal your wallet connection. Beware of fake investment platforms promising guaranteed returns. Listen, if it says guaranteed, it's a scam. Full stop. Watch out for rug pulls, where anonymous project founders just vanish with everyone's money. Be super skeptical of fake airdrops offering free tokens. And most importantly, guard against your own emotional traps, like FOMO or panic selling. Scammers thrive on urgency and greed.
Just remember this quote: ignorance is the biggest risk in Web3. It's really not the technology itself that'll hurt you, it's engaging with it before you fully understand how it works. Consistent education is absolutely your ultimate digital shield in this space.
To that end, I want you to turn these golden safety rules into unbreakable habits. Number 1, never ever share your seed phrase, ever. Number 2, assume everything is suspicious until you personally verify it. 3, double-check websites and links, because just one wrong letter can drain your whole wallet. 4, don't rush emotional decisions. Just take a breath and slow down. And 5, understand exactly what you are signing before you approve any smart contract. These are the crucial survival habits of a responsible digital citizen.
Section 6. Building your digital future.
Once you've got a handle on those safety rules, it's time to talk long-term strategy instead of just falling for short-term hype. So how do you actually get started safely? Well, follow these practical steps. Step 1. Understand the basics of wallets and blockchains before you move a single dime. Step 2. Start small. Do some test transactions with tiny amounts just to learn how the networks actually feel. Step 3. Develop useful digital skills, things like community management or writing about Web3 concepts. And Step 4, which honestly might be the most important, join communities. Jump into DAOs and developer forums. In Web3, the real opportunities come from contributing to communities, not from clicking on random ads.
Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. The internet is fundamentally evolving from a system controlled by a few into a decentralized economy owned by many. The tools are out there right now, and the old borders are completely gone. So the question is entirely up to you. As we enter this blockchain age, will you remain just a user, or are you ready to become an owner?